Well, YouTube viewers, we've broken the 42-year-old jib for the Kubota here, 130. It's been patched up many times to keep it going, but it didn't like that. With the more powerful hydraulics now coming off the tractor, I'm going to have to do something with this, so come with me. I have purchased, or I will have purchased when I pay for it, a bit of 5mm 90mm box section, which is actually bigger than what's on it originally, but there's enough room to get that in. So we're going to have to put in a few tubes, bore a few holes, do quite a lot of welding, and I also got this for Father's Day for the children. What it is an ER32 collet block. So what I'm going to do with that is put it into the Edgwick lathe, and I now have collets from 2mm right up to 20, I think it goes, and I've got a few more over there that I use for various things, but that's ER32, and I've got ER32 for the Bridgeport as well, so you can use it in either or. Right, I'll go and get that dismantled, and we'll bring you back when we're starting to do jobs. Probably be starting with the Bridgeport. I've got a hole saw that's just about the right size for, it's slightly bigger than that pipe. So I think we're going to use that hole saw and use that pipe for going between where the pins go. So, like I say, I'll go and dismantle that. I'll bring you back in a wee while. I've got this bit off, as you can see, but we need to remove this whole, really it's a bearing I think you would call it, so I was trying to establish a centre and just measured it, so we'll try it with that thing. That side, so that's reading 34.05mm, so it's 3810, we're bang on. That's reading 3419. Okay, that should be. Oops. Doing something wrong here. Can I go from the centre? Did. Right, let's try that again. 34, 15ish. I probably don't actually need to do this, I'm just doing it because I should do it. That's 33, 80, so a wee bit off. 0 and half it. $67.35. 265, 130, 2.5. What's this? Zero that one. Should be 132 this way as well. I don't think this is the best of edge finders. Yeah. 132. 2 tenths. Right, let's find the middle of this one. Zero that. And it should be the problem is you don't know how oval this pin is, this bushing is now. $265 and 32.5. It's pretty good. And then we'll have to put the hole saw in. Right, I'll zero that. I've got my zero coordinates now, so I'll have to put in the hole saw, which may take a bit of playing about. You believe that's the exact size we need? I think they must have pressed this thing because there's no sign of a weld. There'll be a weld when we put it back. This isn't the best of chucks either. But it's what we've got, so we'll use it. It actually came with the Bridgeport, this particular chuck. I run it pretty slow. cool it with some compressed air. Right, air and cutting oil. They might not go actually, so I'm going to bring it up rather than bringing the chuck down. Probably running around 300 RPM, maybe a bit more, 350. A bit of a clean up and see. Certainly cutting. It's still got teeth. It looks like it's let go on this side, not that side. Might work out quite well because should give us something to weld to. It's in quite deep. Question is it in deep enough? There's an edge let go here. See if I can get it with pliers. Okay, I think we'll keep going for a bit. It might actually be doing a machining a bit of this here, which is going to be hard. That's a sleeve that goes right through, but we'll have to flip it over and do the same on the other side. Anyway. Not a lot of that left. I've got a new bottle. Oh. Oh, it's a good depth in. Whether it's right through or not, I don't know. Just seeing if the cutting oils are disappearing. I think it is. I'll run it into the chuck. That's it going through now, you can feel it. Good. We'll have to flip it round and do the other side, but I'm going to go and have my lunch and clean all this up before we do that. I'll put you on charge because you're a GoPro and you like to break down. As you'll have heard for every other YouTuber that more or less uses a GoPro. Let everything cool down as well. It's good stuff, that WD-40 cutting oil. Get it for Tool Station. I think it's around £8 a tin now. It did come down in price, but you see, it's good stuff. I have got it turned over and I've found the centre, and we're just ready to start drilling. Get some eye and ear protection. Nice steady speed. Right, that's the bearing loose. And the start of our next problem. I did measure where it goes and mark it on the new bit before anybody says, did you mark it on the new bit? Whew. I like to get a power. Right. Maybe. The problem we have now, we can't use the hole saw because it makes too big a hole. As you can see, that's wobbling about in there. Right, let's get this tidied up and see what we're going to do next. The cutting oil's good, but it makes a lovely mess. Right. I think we're going to do the lathe work next, so I'll bring you back when I'm doing it. I've got the bushing indicated that it's within 3 thou. This end's not true. So what I think I'm going to do is machine it back, weld it, and then machine it to size for the hole saw, which will be 71mm. So we'll have to do it in 2 goes. We've still got a bit to go to get that out. It's like it could be an induction hardened. That means the outside will be really hard and this insert will be struggling. I'll speed it up a bit. Just get my headphones because this is a noisy gear. Take another 10 thou, which will take 20 off. I've still got one bit to get there, look, just that bit. I think I'm going to do the inside as well, because it might not be round anymore. We'll give it another 10 thou and see what happens. Right, set up the boring bar and we'll machine it through to this outside because this 4 jaw's pretty accurate. Right, I've got the boring bar set up. It's hanging out a bit more than it should, but I'm just going to take very small cuts. All we're doing is trying to make it an even surface all the way through. Right, I'll spin it round and machine this end. These two should be somewhere near true to each other. That bit there, I think that was hardened. It's probably been induction hardened, that thing. Then we'll measure it and see what can I find something the same size to cut the hole. Or if not, we may have to weld up the end to make it bigger and then machine it to a size. You know what I mean? I've got it turned round and I haven't moved this, so I'm just going to run it in the middle there first. Helps if you're actually in a gear. For welding it, we'll have to probably redo the inside anyway because it'll warp. I'll not worry about that too much at the moment. extremely tired today for some reason, I don't know why. One of those days. I've got to go to 120. Right, let's see if we can get this round as well. That's interesting. You see, that's now the same size as that, but we haven't cleaned up that bit. If we're welding it back to a size we've got a hole saw for, I could cut that down so we clean all that up, because that'll be full of grease. It won't be good for welding. Yeah, let's do that. Tiny bit there. That's it. I only need to weld the end 5mm because that's where the metal is. This is in the void, and I can get a stick rod in to weld it on the inside. Tempted to press fit it with the press. I think that's what they did originally. Don't really want to weld in that, so take it out and weld it. I didn't really worry in my old 4-jaw chuck, or 3.5-jaw chuck as it is now, or no jaw chuck. That hole saw we used to cut it out, it cuts about 71mm hole, so we could weld this up and then machine it back to about 71 point something. That's what it'd push in. Not, would that work? Yeah, because it's bigger. But it'd be kind of awkward to do. The new beam is wider as well, so I did that deliberately, so I wanted everything tighter because the pin that goes in here is too small. So we're going to weld it as well, and then remachine it back. I think if we had a line boring machine that would solve our problems, but we don't. I'm not sure where I could get a bush like that either. That's about 71mm or something like that. Right, what are we doing next? Sleeping? Okay then, I think I'll go and weld round that, and then I'll leave it overnight to cool. And then I'll have to machine it before I can do the other end, so I can get it back in the lathe. I don't really want to machine it, weld it in the lathe, although we could. I'd rather keep this forge on good nick. And some interesting little chips. Little curly chips. There's a couple of hard spots in there as well. You hear it when it goes through. Just there. And there's a wee bit of lip still. The thing with this is it's not a dead tight fit because you need room for the grease to come in. But you want it tight, but not dead tight. Okay, I'll switch it off there for the moment and probably going to weld that up. I've got the hole saw lined up on this new bit of material. I want to drill the holes so we know what size to machine the big pin to go through, so we'll get this first hole. We're just going to bore 2 holes right through and then machine the big pin to the right size to go through. Right, this GoPro keeps going. Got the 2 holes bored, probably saw that earlier, and I've got one side of this bushing is welded up and machined back to be a kind of interference fit. It'll need a bit of whacking ammo in, so I'm away to do the same with this side. So I'll fit you over here, should be far enough away from the welder. Whether the GoPro will keep going or not.
Warning, flashing bright lights from welding. People with photosensitivity to light may be affected.
Advertencia de luces brillantes intermitentes de soldadura. Personas con fotosensibilidad a la luz puede verse afectada.
Aviso de luzes brilhantes de soldagem. Pessoas com fotossensibilidade à luz pode ser afetada.
It makes a nice weld. I think that'll be enough. We'll see. The last one I had to do twice. It was just, it went in and it was loose, but I redid it so it was an interference fit. But this one I'm going to do sort of sliding. So the second, because it's got to go right through, that'll go in and fit, and the one coming behind it should be in interference. I'll lock it in. And I think we'll weld the face up and then run the milling cutter over it, machine it flat again to the size we need. That's my plan anyway. Right, I'll get this into the lathe and I'll bring you back. I have got both ends done now. The blue coloured end's the bigger end, so we'll put that in. That should be tight, but it should go through. We may need to encourage it. The pin fits through nicely as well. We just need to add 4mm to the total width. So what I'm planning on doing is, once we get this in, I'm going to weld it on the face, and I'll maybe put some welders round, and then we'll skim it with the big beast there to the size we want. Where do you get to go in first? I'm going to have to put you down over here, I think. Right, we need to get it to go through both holes at once now. That'll be the fun bit. That's not actually in the hole yet. Put a plate on top of that and we can hit it harder. I said I wanted a tight fit, didn't I? That started through the other side. Yes, it does. So that's flush. We'll check the other side and then we'll split the difference. Not like me to get my sizes right. Just another hit and it'll be there. That'll work. All I have to do now is run a weld round there without getting anything down that hole. We'll have to make something for that. I'll weld it right round there, both sides, and then we'll mill it so it's sticking up 2 millimeters above. This I think is the size I need.